Live, broadcasting from a tramp freighter somewhere in the Outer Rim, you're listening to The Voice of the Republic, Star Wars discussion and editorial radio. Now, here's Joel, Mike, and Ed.
I always screw them up.
Out of the dust. I always wondered if, because you hear the ship come by. Like the ship.
Oh, in the opening?
And is my explosion like signifying that we blew up?
That's a good question.
To me, it sounds like as if we're running out of the rubble. Like there's,
Oh, okay. I really like at the end of the show when you hear the flyby.
Thanks.
That's awesome.
I like
That
that.
is
I don't
choice.
know if you guys have noticed it, but listen.
Yeah. I think it's cool. It's like we're getting the hell out of here in our spaceship. Well, welcome back to Voice of the Republic for June 12th, 2007. Brought to you by TalkShoe.com.
DocShoe.com.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, Dave, thanks a lot.
Dave and crew. You're all very important to us, each and every one of you.
Sure.
Yeah, so this is Ed.
And this is Joel.
And this would be Mike.
And we're back to jab about Star Wars. Did you guys have a nice Star Wars week?
I had a very good Star Wars week. I think.
Yeah.
I don't even remember it. It went by so fast.
I think that
It was a
something
quick
very
week.
great happened for us.
I can.
This was the Obi-Wan thing.
Oh my
Obi-Wan.
God.
Obi-Wan madness.
And it was hard. It was hard, guys.
It tested you guys.
It tested me like crazy. It was sweaty, and I did have chest pains. I felt like my sternum was cracking. This was way worse than Leia, and I have to tell you, I walked away from it feeling badly.
because the Leia worked. Like for those of you not in the know, we tried out for the Sideshow Obi-Wan for the 30th anniversary, and Mike tried to log on and it did not work. I tried to log on and it didn't work. And so we're talking about 1:40. Mike had already called me and several emails have flown by. Stephen Mangold had written me and we're getting ultimate. Can you get in? Can you get in? Could you get in? And I'm like, oh shit, they can't. We can't get in.
Yeah.
And suddenly Ed's like, hey, I got in. It's like,
Ed shoots out this email, comes out of the dust of our emotions and our nerves. And Ed's like, hey guys, I got one for Bob, and how'd you guys fare?
Yeah,
And I'm just like, what?
That's what was funny, because I decided not to buy one after all. Oh, I was so close.
You have a badass Hasbro, dude.
I was fine with the Hasbro one. I'm going to give him a new body, and I'm kosher. So I went out to lunch and got back from lunch, and my IM panel for my brother is just like bing, 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 bing for the entire hour. It's like, oop, it's almost time. It's almost here. Okay, I'm getting ready. I'm logging in. It's not working. Wait, hold on. Stand by. Hold on. Stand by. It's not working. Why isn't it working? What am I doing wrong? And it's just all these things, just tons of messages, him filling up in a panic. So I was like, oh shit. So I hopped on. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, I can't log in. I'm like, well, what did you do? I'm like, well, don't worry. Tell you what, I'll buy it for it. I'll try and get in and make sure it's not a connection thing. And I was in right away.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know if it was
it's
a
just
Mac thing or if it was.
No, it's just a random server. It's just we're all connected in different ways to
amazing.
the universal server.
Yeah.
All it has to be is one server, and Mike being right down the road, may or may not be on the same server.
It's unbelievable because I was in right away. I bought them on my name, and so I was like, I really was that casual. Okay, well, I figure it's just my brother's problem, because I figure he's new, maybe he didn't enter information right. No offense, Bob. So I'm like, yeah, guys, how'd you guys? You guys get it? Do you have any drama? And you're like, it's not working. I'm like, oh shit.
Because in the past,
I'll try it again.
For the Obi-Wan, you and I had both the same problem. The servers got kind of buzzed up, so it took a long time to log in. It would just sit there in a bar, and a bar, and a bar, and then finally it kind of went through, and both of us got in there at the tail end of the hour.
Jesus.
Right under the wire, we got in.
That was tense.
And then for the Leia, what was really funny is that you guys were going ape shit. Pinging back and forth.
Yeah.
And then I logged on and just ping. Oh, an order.
Bye.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was and literally it was 105. I even forgot. It was 105, and I logged on and got right in. And then for this one, I was actually that blasé. I was like, just log a error.
What are you talking about?
And then 10 minutes later, I'm like, error. And then there's all these emails coming in, and so I shot the webmaster an email.
So did I.
And did you get that? Did you get the error back?
No.
They shut that email down.
He was probably overloaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got.
Yeah, it was
unbelievable. That was the worst feeling. And I got to be honest with you, people. Gonna be honest with you. I wasn't around for I was nothing. I was in the making. I was in the planning stages when the first Obi-Wan came through. And after seeing that Obi-Wan, I knew that was one thing that on this planet I wanted it.
Yeah.
I wanted it. And I was on the waiting list forever. And even getting on the waiting list made me nervous.
Yeah, right.
That Leia killed me, and it was so positive. It was such a positive, triumphant moment. Like I could feel like the voice of the Republic high five happening just over the city. Smack, crash. You know, glass was shattering. It was like the end of We Built This City, the video, and everyone's looking up, and there's like a ball of fire. That was that. This was a bad feeling. Like it was a negative, bad thing, and at that time, I probably would have traded my eternal soul for it.
Well, you certainly weren't alone out there when that was going down.
Actually, I have a theory, and I want to test this. Are you guys on the wait list for the Luke Skywalker, for the Jedi Luke?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I encourage anyone out there that if you even like the Luke a little bit, go ahead and put yourself on that waiting list, because I have an idea, and that is it hasn't fully sold through yet, apparently.
Jedi Luke?
Yeah.
Wow.
If they offer a waiting list, that means that they have some somewhere. They're held, but they're not. I mean, they would just outright just say it's sold out. If you get on that waiting list, if you truly now, if you don't have any interest in the Luke, don't do it. But I'm saying, everyone that wants or even thought about that Luke, but thought that you can't get it, go ahead and put yourself on the waiting list. And I guarantee that if enough names get on there, Sideshow will petition for another run.
I can see that.
There's no way they could pass up that many. If there's a shitload of names on there, there's no way they can pass that up.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that the demand alone, just from when it first came out, I mean, it launched, it went up, it was gone. I thought I had time. That's why I never went for it. Joel's the same thing. Like, it looks pretty cool. We might get it eventually. And it was gone. And we're like, well, guess what, guys? That's all there is. Sorry.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
We might make more. We might find more. Why don't you get on the wait list? Okay, thanks. Thanks for playing.
But as long as there's a waiting list, that means that someone out there hasn't paid for it.
Well,
otherwise, it would be outright sold out.
It doesn't.
Like
it doesn't.
2 years.
That's the thing. It doesn't necessarily mean that someone hasn't paid for it, because that's the way it works. Is if someone hasn't paid for it within a certain amount of time, or cancels it, then they will have one to ship out.
Yeah, but how long have they been, like, why is there still a waiting list available for it?
Well, I think that's where your theory comes into play, is basically if there is a demand that's created, then they will put resources towards it and create, the second, like a second printing, the second release of this figure. I think it's just a matter of time before they do. That's why I got on it, because I'm like, it's ridiculous to make a figure this good, and where the reviews are this positive all across the board, and for you never to make it again. You'd be a total dumbass.
Yeah, and I could give a crap about that blaster.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't worried about that. Yeah,
What are you talking about,
it came with
blaster?
exclusive blaster.
He came with that skip guard blaster.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what, Sideshow? Like, sell the one to me, and you can keep the bone, because I don't want it.
Yeah, don't make the bone the exclusive.
Wait a minute. I thought the bone would be the exclusive.
No.
The extra add-in.
No, just like this Obi-Wan, like the Seeker, the thing that we want.
Yeah.
That comes with all of them. That
Okay.
stupid little bin over Leia, that's the exclusive. She's like, well, I'll never take that out of package.
Well, it's because of the position, my friend.
Right.
Well, it also alludes to the fact there has to be an R2-D2.
Well,
So does the Jarek table, but we ain't seeing that anytime soon.
I know there's some sort of mystic math involved here, guys.
There probably is. I think it's like Lost. They know what they're doing, but they're gonna fuck with us until it happens.
I'm on for the ride, Sideshow. Give me what you got. Give me what you got.
We're hanging tough.
Speaking of giving us what you got, next week we're going live.
Yeah. This is big news for us. I mean, we've been live before, and you guys have heard our first 2 or 3 shows, and it was real tinny and.
Let me tell you people something. You think that we sound hot and virile. Recorded, you've heard nothing until you've heard us clear and live.
Yeah.
The testosterone will come flying out at you. Unless you don't want any testosterone, then there's no testosterone.
We kind of sound like.
Yeah.
So, did you guys pick up that Leia doll?
Yeah.
It was
Yes.
pretty awesome.
And we
First thing
promise-
I did was check up the dress.
That's right.
We promise not to get any testosterone in your hair too. That's the
None
kind of
in your
guys we
hair.
are. This is what happens when you do a show with Mike for so long.
Yeah.
And
just- it all
turns
unfortunately,
to dirt.
our first live show, we're going to be like Sans Mike. Mike's going to literally be in Marlboro country.
It's
That's
a big
right.
country, and I'll be there.
Yeah.
Yes, I will.
You better come back looking like Sam fucking Elliott.
I want to. I've already tried to grow a mustache.
Boys, I'm gonna talk about Darth Vader tonight.
You got to give that look.
What? Yeah.
The Sam Elliott look.
The dude.
Where it looks like he's kind of got like he had a stroke, but he kind of didn't.
Or
I love
he's
me
in
some
between
Sam
farts.
Elliott. I love Sam Elliott.
I love Sam Elliott. Absolutely.
Have you guys seen the Golden Compass?
No.
Well, it's not out yet.
No. Have you seen the trailer for it?
No.
Sam Elliott gets to play a cowboy in it.
Rock
No
on.
shit.
Finally, we get to
So
see him for the
Amy
role.
got mad because she read the book and really liked the book, and so she's been trying to get me to read the book. And so whenever the trailer comes on, I'm like, and Sam Elliott is. Sam Elliott.
Yeah, that's basically. Nobody does him better than him.
There
He's like
was one
Han
movie
Solo.
where he shaved his mustache off.
Yeah, he
And I
was
thought
in
it
the
was his
military.
evil twin.
Wasn't in the military?
Yeah, he's a
I can't
military
remember.
guy.
Yeah.
And you know, it looked like his nose was weird because you're so used to. I didn't know he had a lip.
He's got
Exactly.
he's got a little weak chin, little narrow face. Yeah.
He's got a tattoo. He's got a tattoo of like his,
tattoo
of a
his
mustache.
childhood blood. No,
A tattoo of him.
of a cock and balls.
Oh God. Oh,
Right in his upper lip.
And we've got like a guest tonight. This is the greatest lead-in.
Well, luckily she's not here.
To continue this episode of VOR Classic, click the link on your screen now. Right now! If you like it, please click the thumb and share it with your friend. Now, let's continue the episode.